Well, UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, who's been suffering something of a severe popularity crisis both within his party and the wider public, is attempting to invoke one of the Conservative Party's most popular leaders in Margaret Thatcher at his first party conference in Manchester. Take a look.
We will be bold, we will be radical, we will face resistance and we will meet it. We will give the country what it so sorely needs and yet too often has been denied. A government prepared to make long-term decisions.
And while he was there, he took the opportunity to remind everyone what a female is.
We shouldn't get bullied into believing that people can be any sex they want to be. They can't. A man is a man and a woman is a woman. That's just common sense.
Good applause. But for someone who's already made a few U-turns, of course we know Thatcher said the lady's not for turning. In his short tenure as leader, you know, the net zero decision, that was a major one, scrapping of major high-speed rail network. I mean, can he ever truly be as strong as the Iron Lady?
To those waiting with bated breath for that favourite media catchphrase, the U-turn, I have only one thing to say. You turn if you want to. The lady's not for turning.
How good, I wish we could play that stuff all night. Well, joining me now is commentator Jason Morrison and former Speaker of the House, Bronwyn Bishop. Good to have you both. I'm a bit of a weirdo. It wouldn't surprise you to know, Bronwyn, that when I was a young boy, I used to go to sleep listening to old Margaret Thatcher speeches, which probably explains a little bit about me. But for
they were worth listening to.
Hey, they are worth listening to. Even now, they're worth listening to.
But you have them on vinyl?
No, but my first TV, actually, funnily enough, was, I think, my dad's first TV, which like had no remote. You had to get out and press all the buttons.
Oh, that's because ever since we got rid of that, we all got fat.
I know. I'm put on a couple as well. Too much red wine, I think. But imagine, Bronwyn, Rishi Sunak, you know, say, I want to be like Margaret Thatcher. Who would dare compare themselves to Margaret Thatcher?
I tell you, there is nothing comparable to Margaret Thatcher. I had the pleasure of knowing her, and I guess I first met her when she first came to Australia, when she had just been elected Leader of the Opposition, and everybody said, oh, she's just temporary, we're really going to have Willie Whitelaw. Well, she put an end to that very quick start.
Temporary she was, eh?
Temporary she wasn't. And then I met her many times at leaders' meetings of the International Democratic Union, which I was on the executive committee. And she was just stunning to be with. I can remember at a meeting in Japan, in Tokyo, chaired by the then Prime Minister of Japan. And she was there, and as you spoke, I delivered a paper. She paid attention to everything and then made sensible comments. Or I remember she came into the party room when she visited Australia and said, I presume you wish to win. And there was this dead silence. And she simply stood up and said further, I said, I presume you wish to win. Then she got a reaction.